Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have lost my job and that has led me to create this video. By the title and the thumbnail of this video, you guys must have guessed that this video is going to be about the makeup project Pan 2022. I'm gonna be sharing the products which I have hoarded over the last 2 years or so during the pandemic. They're just still there. I have not consumed that, not just because of the pandemic, but I generally don't wear makeup in everyday life, which made me realize that I was going through purchasing disorder. Press the number 1 into the comment section if you're the one who hoards onto makeup but never use it. You know what makes me mad is that we go through these social media platforms where all of those brands are doing the vast amount of consumerism. You just get exposed to this feed of all these short beauty tutorials with all that fancy packaging, tons of product shots, also those promotional emails which these companies send it to us guys, and out of the FOMO we just tend to just gribble down and make a purchase. This is what we have to avoid in 2022, at least what I'm going to be doing, because I am literally broke and I don't have a job. I'm just going to utilize whatever I have throughout the year, and I'm going to actually create some awesome looks using the products which are just there. So give this video a big like and consider subscribing to this channel if you have not already. Hi, my name is Sunny, and yeah, so the first set of products is gonna be eyes, and I have got these 3 eye pencils. 2 of them are from Benefit shade number 4 and one of them is the Maybelline Ultra Slim Brow Pencil. Now these are just eyebrow pencils. Also have this eyebrow pomade which I have it from almost like last 2 years or maybe more. Also with the eyebrows, I have got this Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze, which I again bought last year, and also going on to the trend bought this NYX brow glue as well as this NYX lift and snatch eyebrow pen. I may have used it or tested it just twice, and brow trends are very much dynamic and I don't know what's gonna be the another next brow trend coming in 2022. Okay, next up for eyeshadow primers, I have got this P. Louise based in Numero 3. I also have the mini version of Anastasia eye primer. I also have 2 of the MAC paint pots here. One of them is laying low, the other one is the soft ochre. By the way, this video is going to be just about the introduction of what all makeup products I'm going to be using this year. Next up we have got primers, and I have got a couple of them with me. I have got this e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. This is kind of like a dupe to the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. Then I have my oldie and goodie, the Professional by Benefit. This is the cult classic and the first ever primer I kind of bought, and this is quite old to be very honest. Then I have the infamous e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I have just used a couple of dips into that. Next I have this Vitamin Enriched Base by Bobbi Brown. This is the mini version thankfully, and it's hell expensive. Do I love this kind of like a citrusy fragrance of this. Next up I have got foundations. So I have a goal to hit these 3 foundations. One of them is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Matte. This is almost like half empty, so I think I'm gonna be finishing this one first. Unfortunately the pump of this foundation just kind of broke, so I have to use it on like a palette. Then I have got these 2 shades from the same foundation. This is the Maybelline Superstay 30R Active Wear, and the 2 shades which I have is 140 Light Tan and 60 Caramel. Next I have got concealers. Now I have got a lot of concealers, I mean quite a lot of them, and to be honest I just bought them because they were quite popular, but a couple of them I really love and enjoy using. So the ones which I always like is the Stay Naked concealer from Urban Decay. Now I am in the shade 50YW. This I use to brighten up my under eyes. Then I also love this Jeffree Star Cosmetics Magic Concealer. This is in the shade C15. Next I have got e.l.f. Camo Concealers. They're like really good, but I prefer the hydrating one much more than the original Camo Concealer. So the 2 shades I have is Tan Sand and the other one is Medium Warm. Then I have got Boeing Cakeless Concealer by Benefit. Now this concealer I usually use to kind of color correct because of the shade of this. And then last I have got a really dark shade of concealer from Makeup Revolution. This I use to contour around the perimeters of my face. Next up I have got blushes. Now blushes is going to be the vibe of 2022. Liquid and cream blushes was the vibe of 2021. And my two favorite liquid blushes are from made by Mitchell. Now these are called Blush, and I have these two beautiful shades. This is called Melon Sorbet and the other one is called Peach Sugar. Now the formula of these liquid blushes is quite from liquid to cream powder consistency, so this is what I love, and they're very pigmented. Next I have a quad palette by ELF. Now I don't know whether they still make it because they have got their putty blushes, but which has some beautiful cream blushes, and I actually love these two shades on my skin to create me a very kind of like a healthy flush. Then I have got this Moon Prism blush palette by Lunar Beauty. This is a beauty in itself. It was quite expensive, but look at these powder blushes. The only blush palette you ever need. So it has some beautiful blush shades. This one I actually can go as like more of like a bronzer and a contour. Two of my favorite blushes from this palette is this one called Soleil and the other one is called Twilight. Next up we have got bronzers. You guys know I love this Soul Beauty cream to powder bronzer from Colourpop. And next I have got this primer infused bronzer from ELF Beauty. This is very much of like a neutral shade, though it does not look like a bronzer to my skin, but it definitely shows up onto my skin once I'm done with my base. Next up we have powders. So two of the powders I'm going to dunk in. Not two, three of the powders I'm gonna dunk in. Is first one is a classic Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This is friggin' expensive for me, to be very honest. I have rarely used it because I wanted to kind of save it for some special occasion which never came in my life. Then I also have this RCMA no color setting powder. This is gonna last you forever. Next I have got this Magic Star powder, and this is in the shade Topaz. This is what I use whenever I want to have this brightening effect under the eyes, so I'm gonna go through this one. Next up I have highlighters. Now this is my first highlighter palette purchase, and this is the only highlighter palette I think you guys would ever need. This is the Sub-Zero highlighter collection, again in collaboration with Mitchell. I mean, if you guys fall into any of the skin tones or undertones, you can just get away with any of these highlighters. Next I have got this highlighter. This is the Supreme Frost in the shade Diamond Wet by Jeffree Star. Again, you guys can see I have never in fact used it. So these are the products I'm going to be using throughout 2022. Also, if you guys want to see the eyeshadow collection I hoard, please let me know into the comment section so that I can make a separate video out of that. I think that's about in this video. If you've liked this video, please give this video a big like, share, subscribe and hit the notification bell, because this is the one thing I want to be serious about, is making YouTube content for you guys, and all I need is your support. So please consider subscribing to this channel, and I'm going to be seeing you guys in my next one.